Check, check, check.
Yeah, we here.
Mic check 1 2. What is this?
Check, check. There it is.
Good. What's poppin', y'all?
What's good? Fight Bookies, we in here, baby.
Yeah.
It's your broke boogie.
October 1st.
It's your broke boogie.
October 1st, we here.
Yeah.
What a night, man. What a night.
Man, it was crazy.
Let's start off. Let's see. With the fight last night, how does that hold up to the year of boxing? Does it? Because I feel like we've had a lot of big fights, but most of them aren't living up to
You don't
the
think
hype.
so?
No, I mean, as
You
far
think-
as
did you
like,
think it was
how
a
many,
dud?
How many fights do y'all be like, man, that was a good fight? Like it was a good, like it wasn't a
I
good
thought
fight.
Spence and Crawford was a good fight, even though it was one-sided. That shit.
It was one-sided.
See, I'm gonna
though.
be
it still
fair.
was
I'm gonna be
good.
fair. It
Yeah.
was good for me being a Crawford fan, rooting for Crawford. But I won't go to the part two. I won't invest money into the second
hell
one because
nah.
it wasn't back and forth, entertaining fight. It was entertaining because
Yeah.
Crawford
'Cause of that
did what I
level of
did,
greatness.
right?
Yeah.
Because so I definitely won't take that, but I get it. There is some fight. I like playing. I like the playing in better years.
I like that fight.
That was
Better be that.
yeah,
that was
good.
worth
that
it.
was a good fight.
know
That was a
what I'm
good
saying?
fight.
What about Loma and
Haney.
Haney?
Haney,
Lomo
yeah,
Haney was good.
Lone Haney was definitely a good fight. But this one, Canelo did his thing. I think he should get more respect coming out of this fight. I think, in my opinion, but Jamel just didn't push like some of us thought he would. So I thought
Now,
he
you
did.
said
I
that
thought he
in-
would push.
You said that to us in the group chat. Explain what you think why you think he needs more. Are we going right into it?
I mean, it don't matter. I
We
mean,
going right
we
into
could.
Canelo.
I mean, that's the main event. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No. Let's hold
We can
that
wait.
off.
We
Let's
can
talk
hold
about
it.
Let's talk about the undercard.
All right.
And prelims. Did y'all pay attention to the prelims or just the undercard?
I got the undercard. I got the. I didn't get all the Ugas fight. I got the last couple rounds of the Ugas fight, but he looked at like the
fight.
Earl's fight, but I didn't. And I got the Lubin fight. I watched that fight.
Y'all ain't watched Carmel?
No, I didn't see. I didn't see
I was
Carmen.
asleep.
I didn't see
That was
Carmen.
quick. You could watch that on your phone like in 2 minutes.
I was asleep.
They made
Enjoy
sure.
it, buddy.
I can tell by not watching it. They made sure they matched him up very, very easy.
Yeah, they wanted a KO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they probably got somebody. They normally do that. They get somebody that ain't even had one amateur fight sometimes, and get an opportunity to turn pro and pay him good. Bam,
Carmel
good.
is cold, man.
I
I'm
walked
a,
in the gym one time offering guys $5,000 to take a fight. He said, whoever in the building want to make a $5,000 check, come take the fight.
Yep.
Niggas just sending lambs to the slaughter.
Yep.
You heard? Just
Exactly
sending
what's
lambs to
going
the
on.
slaughter.
So I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure the dude wasn't nowhere near
yeah, he
a threat.
smoked him. He smoked him. Quick, too.
Ugas a shot fighter, man.
Ugas.
Ugas a shot fighter.
I didn't see shot, bro. I think I have to apologize for not putting more respect on Barrios. You know what I'm saying? Because Ugas, bro, Ugas was doing his thing. Like for a minute, he was picking Barrios apart, counter punching. He don't have enough power to keep him off, but Barrios just turned it up. You know
Man, we
what I'm
had a
saying?
lot of discussion last week about the validity of Barrios.
I was
man.
hating on him.
Yeah, you was
You know
hating.
what I'm saying?
And I was supporting. I brought that up strategically.
You did go for
I did
Barrios.
go
You
for
like
Barrios.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas
what I
had
mean?
fake love and it just worked out for him. That's all that was. That's all that was. Niggas
Look
just
at my
had-
man talking about convenient victory.
Yeah.
When he said, "What do you want to retard mistakes?
Yeah, it's
Can't
all
get right,
good.
man."
So what do y'all see for Ugas going forward? Should he hang the gloves up just
Yeah,
because
Ugas-
of his injury? Like it's going to be he can. I think he can fight anybody, and I think the game plan is attack that eye because you can end the fight early and you won't even really be winning. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's why he lost though, because of the
No,
eyes. It would
but I
look
think-
bad, but
Now imagine
But that could-
fighting with
if-
one eye though. That could
Yeah.
hinder your game plan.
no eyebrows.
Let's not talk about the one eye thing. man.
Yeah, you
It's
silly.
undercover hate right here, guys.
He
You
said,
know what I mean?
fight with
He said,
one
I
eye.
feel
and no
for you,
eyebrows.
I feel for you, Ugas, man. Come on to the
man.
dark side, champ.
You got your eyebrows though, bro.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on to the dark side, Ugas. Hey, yo, I'm an Ugas fan. You know, I just thought Barrios is the better fighter at the moment, and that's what it was. And I went with him. I felt he was more prepared. I thought it was his better form. I don't want to see Ugas quit. Not like that.
Nah, hell no.
Not like that. I think there's still something left in the tank. maybe not a lot. You know
Jamal,
what I mean?
he could fight Jamal James or
I
something
want him
like
to
that.
fight Boots. Oh, and I'm talking about Barrios. I want Barrios to fight Boots.
You want Barrios
That's
to fight
exactly what I
Boots?
said
Yeah.
last night.
That'd be a hell of a fight. That'd be a hell of a fight.
I think it'll be a good fight for
Nah,
Boots.
I don't know if I'm
Boots
gonna
will
go with you
smoke
then.
Barrios.
Yeah.
I don't know Barrios. I'm gonna go with you on that one.
All right.
I don't know that one. I'm a cheer for you,
Yeah.
youngin. But
Enos need all the 147 pounders he can get that looks decent in the division, man. He
Right.
does. So that he needs some people to look good. I still like Rashidi Ellis. Call me crazy, but I still like Rashidi Ellis. Think he need to get back in there, but I think that's one of the guys that can give Boots, his boy, some problems. I
You
believe
think Rashidi
so.
give Boots problems?
Absolutely.
yeah,
Alright.
he
With
might.
no
yeah.
hesitation. We recording live. I hope you can see this. With no hesitation.
Because of
He
the
will.
footwork. That's
yes.
why you think.
And
all right.
angles. It ain't just the
Because of
footwork.
angles.
It's angles.
So you don't think
He might
Boots
give
can
him a
make the
problem.
adjustments like
No,
based
no.
off of that?
First of all, Boots have to fight somebody similar to that style to make the adjustments for me to believe that. Because when he fought the Russian, that dude was just doing lateral movement, but he wasn't engaging as much. But the movement made it frustrating for Enos. And I told people, when you get a guy that wants knockouts, Enos he's feeling himself. He's going in there, he's talking, looking at the crowd. I'm gonna get him out of there. His mind is set on knockout. Now he ain't talking about when knockout it comes. No, Enos is going straight to destroy. You know what I mean? So you can use his aggressiveness against him. And I think Rashidi has those attributes. I think Enos is the stronger fighter, with no hesitation. But I think Ellis can definitely give him frustrations. You know what I mean?
My thing
It'd be
is,
a real frustrating
Karen,
loss.
If Karen was able to walk Rashidi down and stop him, I
Yeah,
definitely
it'd
think
be a
Boots
real
is-
frustrating loss.
Yeah, that's what I said. Come
you
down
mean.
with it's the legs. It's the legs with Ellis. It's the legs. It's his legs where I have a problem with, because I said that before he fought Villa. He beat Villa. He still beat him. He still beat them. He still won that fight, no matter what. But it was the Villa got close to him. When he couldn't get to him, he had problems. So it's just, if he keep up with them legs, man, that's what it is. It's some legs. When you got good boxers, they move so much they get tired. You catch them in around 10 and 11. That's what they get.
Is it a weakness that you're describing in this, or is it an exploitable?
But that's what I was
weakness?
asking, because
It's two
just
different
because you saw it
things.
once,
I
I'm trying to
can see
ask.
the weakness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get terrible
I don't
gas
think it's a
mileage in my
weakness.
Ferrari. You can see the weakness, but it's an exploitable weakness.
I'm glad you said that. I said I gave the same evaluation when I did Canelo. When we said that with Laura and he had lateral movement problems, we seen that as a weakness, and we seen it often and on when he's fighting other styles like that. We said Canelo didn't want to fight those type of people. He didn't want to fight the slickness. So I can't say that for one fighter, and then when it comes to somebody else, I got to change my opinion on it.
But each fight is different.
No, I got that. But what I'm saying is, if I seen that with Enos and I seen that with Canelo, I can make the same comparisons. Because if it's something you lacking in as a boxer when it comes to style-wise, then that's something you have to go back to and face to get over that hump. Canelo didn't face that type of style until he got Rashidi Ellis in the gym with him, where Rashidi gave him those type of looks that frustrated him. They was working together for almost 2 years. I told him he was going to be ready for Billy Joe. He was going to be ready for the Caleb Plants. And then Jamel Herrings and those natures. He got styles that he's seen them all now. So there's nothing Canelo
So you don't
bring in
think
the
Karen?
ring.
You don't think Karen could prepare him for Rashidi,
Karen, who you talking about?
the guy that was running that fought Boots? His name is Karen.
The Russian dude.
Yeah.
You said prepare. Yeah, you saying prepare him for him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like fight him again, or what are you talking about?
No.
Learn
I'm saying,
from
you
it.
said, you said
You
style,
gotta
different
gotta
styles.
get
Yeah.
Boots got to get somebody in the gym that fights like that, so he can try to capitalize on it like Canelo did.
He in Philly, they got somebody.
Yeah, that's what
you know
that's
I
what
mean?
it said. You got to go to where your kryptonite is.
You know what I know
Every
about
fighter
Canelo?
ain't perfect. Every
I don't
fighter ain't
think, but
gonna
do you think it's a
knock
kryptonite, or you think it was just that night, bro? Because he was on the tank undercard. And
Let
he
me
wanted to
finish.
get the
Let me
knockout.
finish. Villa, we said Villa was going right there. It's going to be straightforward in front of Enos, and that's going to allow the knockout. Did we all say that? Did we all think he was going to get a knockout because of the style? That guy ain't running. He ain't moving. He coming straight forward. When you got a guy that's a mover, it makes it frustrating for him. We haven't seen Enos in that. That's why I was liking Ellis and Rashidi before. I mean, Ellis, Boots and Rashidi matchup, because I did not see Enos face anybody that moves like the way Ellis did or the Russian did. So, it's all about.
So now that I'm asking is, now that he's fought the Russian, there's a difference between a bad night and you need to make adjustment that you can't make and a weakness.
That's what, but we have to see it again.
Right.
Because I'm not.
That's what I'm asking
I'm
you
not
about.
going to give him credit on something I haven't seen yet.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where that
but-
come
but
from?
based
That's what
on-
say he had a bad night, but how
But
do
it's
I know
called
that
an
it's
eye
something?
test. You know
Yeah,
what
how
I'm
do I
saying?
know it's
What I
something? He
saw-
has to face somebody in that caliber before I can sit there and say he figured it
I
out.
don't think you always need to see that. Sometimes you just know, like, bro.
Canelo neutralized that lateral movement. The whole conversation yesterday, he was fighting Charlo. I was watching. He kept him in between his hooks. Every time Charlo got the ready, getting the move, he's particularly with the left hand. Oh, I'm sorry, the right hand. He just threw a hook and kept him in between his shoulders. Like, nope, where you going? Where you going? It was wild, no doubts, but it was a controlling punch. And he directed traffic in there beautifully.
That's something Canelo learned though. He wasn't doing that all the time.
That's all right.
He was just carrying. He was following them around. He learned that. Yes,
That's what I'm saying. I think he's learned it well enough that style may not frustrate him as much as we think anymore.
No, I said that. That's what I already said that. He's
Okay.
ready. That's what I said. Those styles got him ready.
Okay, let's touch on the rest of the undercard fights because we got to start talking about Boots and he ain't even fight last night.
I mean, it's still good. It's still good.
Ramos.
Ramos
What
and
about
Lubin.
was
Robbery.
it Sanchez and
Frank
let's talk about-
Sanchez got
Frank
the
Sanchez
got the
and
KO.
Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that he got rocked though?
Yeah, he got caught, but he came right back though. You know what I mean?
Check. Okay.
He got clipped.
Yeah, I think that's when experience comes into play. He definitely came back. I
And it's
know you
heavyweight
said you
boxing,
wanted to
too.
see him fight, give him a bigger name.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see him fight next?
I had the perfect opponent last night. I don't remember who the fuck I said.
Anybody else?
Sanchez. and,
Charles Martin.
He could go bigger, man. At this point, he's not Jared Anderson, bro. Frank Sanchez is further along in his career. He could fight a bigger name, like top 5. You know what I'm saying?
wouldn't go that far.
He could go for a belt. Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't go that far.
Why?
I wouldn't go as low as Frank Martin. I mean, I wouldn't go that low.
Charles. Why is Charles Martin low and he's a former world champion? I mean, where y'all
Because
getting this comparison?
He's on his decline.
But I get it. I definitely get it.
He
But
just lost to
Frank
Jared
Sanchez
Anderson.
already
He's a
beat a
phase
Jogba though. Like he don't need to keep going down. He could go.
Right.
He could go for a title. If you fought a Jogba, and
where's he
won, bro,
ranked in the WBC or in the sanctioned bodies? That's what the question would be. Because I got to know where he's ranked at
Let's
in
look
order
it up,
to
'cause
get
I think he
a
like-
good feel for him.
He got the Shakur curse where people don't really respect what he's already done and be talking about what he's not ready for and what he deserves. I'm like, bro, Frank Sanchez already put in his work, bro.
That's
You
true.
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I will definitely give him
I-
that, but
I-
I wouldn't
I
give him
agree.
top 5. I wouldn't put him in there.
He's
as
already
top 5.
top 5 though.
I think
Top
he's
5
teetering.
heavyweight.
He's teetering on the top 5, right? He's about the 6 or 7
He
range.
gotta
if not
be.
the top 5. I think he's teetering. But you talking about a championship fight? He's actually putting his work, and by accumulation of work. And,
He
and-
number
and-
4 in the WBC.
WBC number 4?
He's number
Yeah.
4.
Let him fight Ruiz. Shit. Ruiz number 5.
I think that's a good matchup.
That's a
for him.
good matchup. Frank Sanchez, Andy Ruiz, that's a perfect matchup. You know what I'm
It
saying?
actually is.
Yeah.
I really wanted to rebuttal and say something smart.
No, give him the Zang.
Actually,
Hey, no,
he's
give him
actually
Zang.
right.
Give him
That's a great
Zang.
fight.
Give him
Zang.
Zang.
Yeah,
I
let
like
him fight. He
Zang.
fight any of them niggas.
Give him Zang.
I like that.
I'm trying to throw him on Jared so fast.
Well, shoot, let's go right over there. We touched on Ugis. What was that? Lubin.
Yeah, Lubin fight.
And
I fuck with Lubin, but he lost.
so what did y'all see? Like, how do y'all think the judges came to that decision? Because, I mean, and they had it as it wasn't. I want to say, I don't remember the score exactly.
117 to 111 was one of the cards.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
wide.
it
You
was
know what?
wide.
That was crazy. That was one of them fights and decisions that shook the room I was in.
Same here.
Like, that was one of those type of fights and decisions. Them fights is the arguments for the regulation of boxing. That's me. I start hearing all the chirpers and the naysayers in the background, like, this is why boxing needs to. This is why so and so. Like, it was as blatant a robbery as me saying stick 'em up, reach to the sky. You know what I'm saying? It was blatant as that. Like, it shocking.
Did you think
Not
he made a
surprising,
mistake?
shocking.
Did you think they made a mistake when they called the name? Because I thought they called the wrong name on accident. Like, okay,
Right.
I did. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
you
no,
said
that's
the
not
wrong corner.
Lubin.
Yeah. You know what?
I was waiting for them to switch it. I swear.
Right.
You know what I think
I
sometimes?
swear I was.
I always say I think the commission in some fights need to double back and look at and correct their mistake. And I know even
should.
sometimes maybe you be like, you know what? We're not going to take your win away. Fuck it. You going the judge get your win, but we're going to take your loss away. You can keep your win,
Yeah.
but we're going to take your loss away. And if you do that, I think that would promote more fights. Like, yo, we're gonna use the instant replay.
Yeah.
You know, even I don't want to say have an appealable counsel because every fight's gonna appeal it. But certain fights, the commissioner will be like, you know what, we're gonna review this fight, and we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna see, like, you know what, you actually didn't win, but you're gonna give your win. The judge gave you the victory. It is for whatever reason you can have it, but your loss, we absolve you of your loss. And I think that will help. I think this is the perfect case study for that possible or something that they should think of. That shit was a fucking robbery.
Yeah,
that was like
crazy.
Stick 'em Up. You know, I like robbery movies. It was just as good as Heat.
Jukes.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It was just as good as Heat, Takers. You know what I mean? It was great. I was like, oh wow, this is like an armored truck robbery. These blatantly robbed on national TV. It was like the town. Shit was amazing.
Right.
Shit was some bullshit. I mean, literally.
Yeah, I actually had Ramos winning the fight before it actually happened.
That's what I picked.
I had Ramos winning. If you're gonna put your money down, it was definitely. Lubin just don't throw enough punches. He tries to be accurate with certain things. You know, he was using his jab, but just not as much. He don't like fighting on the inside. I've noticed. You know, he just don't really like to really mix it up. I seen him holding Ramos every time Ramos tried to mix it up with him on the inside. Ramos, and he just definitely. I never seen no urgency. I never seen him really felt like. I seen urgency on his corner. I seen Cunningham exposing him, telling him, "Hey, what you doing? You losing it." He was knowing that he was down.
Yeah.
And
maybe Derek James should watch him. That's how they fucking talk in the corner.
yeah. Some people say it's
God.
just lifting them up, motivation. But nah, I think he was really seeing what we saw. Lubin wasn't letting his hands go as much. It seemed like, I don't know. And again, Ramos, his punching power is okay. I think he should have. It was times where he hit Lubin where I thought Lubin should have been hurt as much. But and the only reason why I say that because Terrell Goucher is not a hard puncher. He's not known to be a hard puncher,
man.
and he was able to hurt Lubin. You know what I mean?
That sharpshooter mentality is great. If you a sharpshooter, that sniper mentality great when you're shooting a 50 cal, because you know what I mean. You can't have a sharpshooter mentality. You shoot a goddamn 22. So I hate when that hesitate. Like, yeah, but I'm super accurate. That usually means, like you said, it really kind of equals up and defines you if I don't throw a lot of punches. But I'm accurate though. I don't give a fuck about that if you're not hurting and doing anything. You know what I mean? You want to be accurate, you better have some pop.
Right.
Like, yeah, I only touch his ass 3-4 times around, but I'm snapping heads back. I'm hurting something. You know what I mean? And he's a epitome of, I'm accurate, but you soft. So I don't give a fuck about them pillow ass punches. It just wasn't hurting at all, like you said, man. But you know, I digress. This is my little pet peeve about that.
And look, here's another thing too. When you get robberies like that, I hate. And I've said this. I think I said this in a group chat where I hate seeing guys come off bad performances like Lubin did, where he lost, and get big fights. They go right into a big fight.
Who was the last fight? Fedor?
Who? Yeah, Fedor. No. He beat.
Else,
no,
though.
it was this dude that fought Danny Jacobs. I forgot his name. Aries.
So you think
He beat Aries.
Let me ask you what you say. So you think that you should you should get a big fight off a loss?
No, not when you're coming off a controversy loss or a fight that people felt like you lost.
Okay, agreed.
Romero,
If that's
we
the case,
talking about
then
he just won the WBA off a controversy stoppage where he was losing by a 43-year-old. They set the fight up for him to win, but he looked it bad, and that's the second time Romero. Well, I'm saying his name right, Romero.
Yeah, no,
Rolly.
Yeah, Romeo.
Called the nigga Romeo.
Romeo, whatever.
Rolly.
That's the second time he's got a robbery and then got a big fight. He robbed Eric Jackson and got the Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? That put him in the spot.
He's a good promoter. People want to
But
see him lose.
don't be surprised because this is just at 154 they gave Lubin this belt. I wouldn't be surprised if Lubin is getting set up for Earl Spence somehow at 154. Earl Spence like kind of tune up with this Lubin fight, and if he don't, and who knows if him and Crawford don't fight? What if Crawford fights Jamel next?
Spence.
He's
30.
he's
30.
still got.
Yeah, it's 30, early
So,
30.
or Danny Garcia. I mean, you got Danny Garcia still there at 154 too. So PBC is doing something where this Lubin is going to make somebody look good. Because I think when guys come off robbery fights like that, they're the lamb, they're the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You about to lose your next fight, but we want to use you for your next fight.
That was the rumor about the Charlo fight, that he already had that 3-fight deal set up, and there was no way Canelo was going to lose. That was the whole thing. They were saying Canelo already signed a 3-fight deal, and there's no way, unless he gets stopped, there's no way he's going to lose. Let me ask you something. Did Charlo performance on last performance. Did that his brother stop?
You said did it affect it?
Yeah.
I don't think it hurt nor helped.
Oh, I think it hurt.
That probably helped.
You think it helped?
Yeah, because people gonna want to see that fight with Canelo. Like, all right, well, let's see what Big Charlo can do.
Nah.
That's what a lot of people was saying. That's what a lot of people was saying.
No.
Fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
No.
They ain't
Well,
smart.
listen, you know what's crazy? Let me expound on that. It's crazy.
We're not
They
talking
want
about
both of them
boxing
niggas to go
experts.
Nah.
crawl up
No,
under
no,
a
you
We're
know
rock.
what's
talking about
crazy?
people that are casual fans was like,
No,
his
he's
big
right.
brother.
He's right. You
I know I'm
he's
right. Yeah.
because look at this guy. I know I'm right.
Yeah.
The room I was in yesterday, they was like, "Oh, he taking his big brother work."
Right.
They was like, he taking his big brother work.
That's the
he ain't
perfect
gonna do
setup.
that. He ain't
Fuck
gonna do
y'all
that
talking
to the
about.
big brother. That was this, and I'm talking about some pros in here.
I want to see him.
Was saying
him
this,
No,
like,
that's,
oh,
you
he
talking about who
taking
you
his big
want to
brother
see. I'm
work.
talking about who
Taking brother
most
work.
people
But
would want
see,
to see of a setup
this is
for a
why
fight, though.
this is why PBC 3-fight deal was so perfect. Why Al Heyman knew exactly what he was doing based on what y'all are saying. I'm gonna give you the little brother. You beat him, everybody gonna want to see you fight the big brother. That's fight number 2. Number 3, we're gonna see if it's gonna be David.
Hold on,
But
what did he just say?
Benavidez.
You just said everybody gonna want to see you fight the big brother.
No. That's what I said. Based on what y'all just said,
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Based on what y'all just said, that's why I made the 3-fight deal make
Yeah.
sense.
Right.
Give you the little brother.
Yeah.
After you beat the little brother, if you beat the little brother, they gonna want to see you fight the big brother.
That was
big
obvious
brother,
when they made this fight to me. Period.
Okay,
you know what I'm
but-
saying?
but-
Even before I saw the performance.
But my thing is, I don't want to see it because
course
of his brother.
not.
Because the mental aspects of Jamal, where he's at in his career right
But think
now.
about it, when you make the Spence and Crawford fight, the rematch is the obvious thing. Is you're talking about a second fight before you see the first fight. You know what I'm saying? So the setup, there's nothing wrong with that. With what you're saying, like the expectation of people are going to want to see the big brother fight the little, redeem for the little brother.
It's a
That's
sellable-
common
so
sense.
my
That's
thing
what
is,
I'm talking. That's
it's
what I
sellable.
said. That's my whole point. Yeah.
It's a sellable angle, a storyline.
Right.
Definitely a sellable storyline.
That's definitely 2 easy checks for Canelo. I think that's a
It
great
is.
deal for PBC.
Yeah.
All it does make
I
Al look
posted,
good.
when I posted in my close friends, I said one ain't big enough and the other one too crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
So he could beat both of them, but that don't take away from the point that people gonna want to see it.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's
Yeah.
cool. I don't think I would want to see it, but you got other people that say it. My
Yeah, I
one
wouldn't
little
wanna
vote
see
don't
that.
mean
I'm
nothing.
about to say,
I
that's
definitely wouldn't be
84
ordering.
out of the 25 million he
Yeah,
gonna
so
make.
yeah, so I think that's a great setup. But here's the thing: when Canelo got that deal, most guys when they get 3-fight deals, they supposed to have a setup fight to welcome them to PBC. Welcome to this 3-fight deal. When Manny Pacquiao signed to PBC, we giving you Adrian Broner, who don't let his hands go as much. Okay. Those are the type of fights you get welcome. Now, it's up to you to go through and finish it like you're supposed to, because upsets do happen. But yes, a guy coming up 2 weight classes and fighting
Not a
you in your
threat.
first fight, and that's one of the offers of the 3-fight deal, man, I'm taking it.
told
Shit,
y'all,
Floyd's
Charles,
welcome fight
I'm
was
taking
Canelo.
it.
Charlo, I told y'all, I said this before, me and A argued about it. I said he's just happy to be here, God. The energy I'm getting from Charlo was like, I'm on the big stage. Look at me, I'm on the private jet.
But I feel like
I
bro
felt
said, I
like
felt
that's
like
what
he
he
had
was.
intentions of showing up until he got hit.
Yeah, I
know
felt
what
like he
I'm
got
saying?
hit. That's what changed everything.
I think that's what
We
changed
said that.
everything.
We said that. Yeah, we said that. But I was like, I thought at least, and I lost money. I thought Charles was gonna win the first round. I actually bet he's gonna win the first 2 rounds.
The first,
I
It
just
looked
really
bad from
thought.
the
the
jump,
first 40 seconds was like,
Yeah, I was
bad.
like, at first 30 seconds.
Like, you ain't even
it
throwing
was
a
like, there goes-
punch.
It was like, there goes my money.
I'll tap my
It
nigga
literally-
like, hey, this ain't about to go.
I was like, I expect him to come out to try to prove a point. Charles gonna come out like, fuck that, I'm not scared of you. I'm meet the bully in the middle of the street.
that's what you're supposed
That's
to do.
what I thought was going to happen. Yes, I mean that's why I assumed it. Like he's going to come out, he's going to be a little too slick for Canelo. Canelo going to have to down low and learn for a round, maybe 2, and then he's going to catch him. So I went like, yeah.
I mean, this
Canelo won the
nigga
first
was
2
scared
rounds.
to even
That
throw
shit
his
came
jab,
out. Like
though,
I said, in
bruh.
the first 30 seconds, I was like, yo, there goes that.
Canelo's first body. I'm like, sometimes, like I said, you could be intimidated from a body shot and ain't even hit you all the way. It can hit your elbow and you done blocked it. But Canelo got to hit
Absolutely.
hard.
Yeah,
Canelo got to
absolutely.
hit
He got
hard.
to. Even late though, when he was tearing them elbows up, I'm like, bro, he just going for his elbows. He know that shit is hurting even his
Yes.
fucking elbows, bro.
He was
That
hitting his
shit was looking
arm and his
crazy.
elbows purposely.
Absolutely. I
Single
say that all the
shots.
time.
Single
Them
shots.
shits accumulate. Some shits accumulate. You know, to block, to be in defense means you're not punching.
Yeah.
And I tell the guys all the time, stay on them elbows, stay on them arms, punch on them elbows, punch on them wrists, punch on him. He can't. If he's in defense, he's not in offense. Stay on it. And Canelo did that shit perfectly.
Yeah.
Canelo did this shit perfectly. Then it became to survive, and you seen Buzz comment.
You know, Bud.
You seen Bud?
Yeah,
I mean,
We
Bud
all seen that though.
comments.
We all seen that. Yeah, we all seen that he was in survival mode. Like, I'm just gonna make it to the 12.
Yeah.
I just think when you get an opportunity like that, man, you gotta bite down, man. You gotta really act, push, at least act. The only
And
time
it's easier
he
said
did
than done.
he
Yeah, we don't want to
acted
hear that
like he
shit,
wanted
bro.
Bud.
Like after you just got your ass
acted
whooped,
like he wanted Bud.
we just look at that.
You know what? This nigga whipped my ass, but I want someone better.
Yeah, that's like engaging to your girl, proposing to your girl after you got your ass whipped. Like, nah, nigga, you probably should have saved that for a win,
that's
bro. You
funny.
should have saved that for a win. You know he had that shit rehearsed for a win. He thought he was
Yeah.
gonna win, calling out
Did
Bud.
you see the face expression on Derrick James when he said Canelo and this and this? He was talking about Crawford. Derrick James was like looking at him from the back, like, what are you talking about? That was
Yeah,
not.
we
James
didn't
looking
rehearse
like-
that.
I don't know, the gift and the curse. That ever since that Trainer of the Year trophy, it ain't been shit. One of us mentioned earlier about the best fighter in that camp. Man, I ain't gonna steal that limelight, but it was a bar and a half about who the best
So
fighter.
that
in Derrick
was
James camp.
that man.
It
You
was-
said it, AJ.
AJ, the best thing they got going in the stable right
Sure
now.
seemed that way. Is it the AA flight? Is it the Ryan Garcia curse?
Oh, it's a
The Ryan Garcia
curse.
curse
I
that
think,
camp?
I think Ryan might come out a better fighter.
At 140, you think he could
Yeah.
beat? Who could he beat at 140?
Yeah, he's like Ryan's like shit. Everyone lose over here.
Right. He should have stayed. With,
Everyone lose over
Reynoso.
here.
Now Reynoso
I'm
looking
fine.
good.
Right. He
Ryan
gonna be
over
rubbing
there.
his hands like Birdman.
Right.
Like,
Everybody
But,
getting the move.
Over here.
And then you think, imagine that. Then you had Frank Martin who was about to fight Shakur. That could have been a fight, possible
was going-
fight.
Let me ask you
Ugly.
something.
Oh,
my
Did anybody see
God,
Roy Jones'
bruh.
reaction?
Huh?
Did Roy Jones post or did Roy Jones did Roy Jones Jr. have any type of reaction about the fight?
I ain't see it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I think Roy need to stop trying
I
to be a
don't think
coach.
he-
I don't think it's certain. Hear me out. Certain fighters have natural gifts,
Yeah.
and they try to put what they did onto fighters.
Yeah.
That it might not be their style, and that's what I see it a lot. Because he's not producing any. He's not
say
producing
that
any
about
good
Floyd?
fighters, huh?
You don't
Said
think
about
Chris?
Floyd.
You don't think he helped
I
Chris
think-
Eubanks
I
at
don't
all?
think- I'm not gonna say he didn't help him, but at the same time, I don't think that.
Yeah, he helped. He taught him how to fish.
I'm not
Taught
saying
you
that
how to-
either. I'm
taught you how to
I
chase
just
a
don't think.
rooster.
Me personally,
played
I don't
it.
think he should. I don't think he should coach. And then Floyd, he's not a coach. You know what I mean? He's a business. He's a transactional person.
But they pick and choose when to say Floyd a coach. The fans of Floyd anyway. You know what I'm saying? And when he in the corner, he's coaching Tank and Tank down on the round. It was because of the coaching of Floyd that he came out there and got the man.
No, I'm
stop
the biggest
it.
Floyd fan. I'll be wanting that nigga out the corner, bro. Like let
Stay out the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop.
And I say that's how I feel about Roy. Like, I mean, go train with him.
You know-
Go give him some Jared Anderson motivational speeches or something.
Nah,
But
that video with Charlo, crazy. I think we talked about that before.
Like, it
where
looked
he's
crazy as hell. Like, he
like,
looked
do it
uncomfortable.
twice.
You can't,
Yeah.
because that's probably what he does. But he has a natural talent that it works for him. But
If you want to be pound for pound, you
Right.
just throw that left hook. You throw that left. Yeah,
Nah, we
ain't
not
no-
mocking Roy though. bro.
it sounds good though, for real.
Pound for pound, one of the best.
Hey yo, it did sound. Hey yo, listen, man. I agree. I say that all the time. I say, we said every other sport. Larry Bird coaching. I say Tom's coaching. You're coaching what you were and the expectations of what you could do. And the guy's not. So you got to coach what you got, not what you want. I see that in every
That's
sport.
exactly
Every sport I
what I
coach.
want.
You got to coach what you got, not what you want. You know what I mean? I coach kids all the time. Like, we're not Golden State. We're not going to jack up a bunch of threes.
Right.
You don't want to swing this motherfucker around, but we're going to swing it around because we're going to get open off picks and execution. We're not going to just Ohio State, typically, or Alabama. We're not going to just out roster you. We just out roster. We just out recruited you. So therefore, eventually, it's inevitable. It doesn't work like that for them, man. I really want Roy to be a successful coach. I think he can be, but the one thing you have to coach and learn is you have to remove your ego out of your coaching. And you have to be an egoless coach. When it comes to just the hands-on training, the behind-the-scenes training, you have to be egoless. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they have that yet. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when they get them coaches, the voice, look like they want to grab the mic so bad. Like, yeah, it's about me. If you want to come to death row, like, shut the fuck up and train. And
Floyd, I
let this
knew
nigga be-
Floyd was gonna talk last night at that press conference when he brought
Yeah,
Camille Morton out.
yeah, he did. He brought
You know
the
what I'm
fighter
saying?
on. I don't know. To me,
All
the
in the
youngest
videos.
17-year-old, I get
All
it.
in the videos.
Yeah,
I think people
I don't know if
invite
that's
Floyd, man. I don't think Floyd is as much as a glory house. I think Floyd.
But he don't stop talking,
They
bruh.
want Floyd's approval. They want Floyd.
Charlo brought him up.
They want, they want their
Bro,
approval.
who
They
up?
want Floyd.
Floyd.
Oh, he
It
brought
was a
Floyd.
PBC setup, though. You could tell because Floyd pulled Carmel Martin up and started, you know what I'm saying? Jamel
Was still
Jamel
talking.
was like, shout out to Floyd, man. He showed up, showed love, then that was the introduction for Floyd to do his sermon and shit.
Yeah.
That nigga talk
Do you
way
think?
too
Do
much.
you think?
Came
Do you
in like Diddy.
Do y'all think that's putting too much exposure? Because I was talking to my boy Yamin, shout out Yamin, and he was feeling like it's too much exposure for that young kid right now, putting him in the press after that one fight. And no,
Carmel Martin.
Carmel Martin. Yeah,
He getting
Carmel.
ahead of the game.
It's
He's
cool.
getting
You know what I
ahead
mean?
of it.
But
I mean, he knows what he's capable of.
Yeah.
Like it's not. He's not gonna put all that into somebody that he doesn't see the potential in.
Yeah.
And his amateur career it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
He
definitely
dope.
does.
Two things for that, though. The thing is, all y'all niggas, first of all, everybody in my DM try to act like y'all know who Carmel Morton is. Y'all just seen him posted with Floyd. Y'all didn't watch no amateur fights. Y'all don't know this nigga, so stop acting like it. Two, y'all niggas might be talking about the wrong one. Why ain't y'all talking about Zaquin Moses, bruh? Zaquin Moses owned Carmel Morton. He just beat the nigga in the national championship this year. Zaquin is Shakur's grandfather's grandson. He the one, bro. He nicer than Carmel is nice, though. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. You know what I'm saying?
But it complement.
Hold on.
It's-
Grandfather's grandson, ain't that your cousin?
That's his cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his last name Moses. That's why I said
Yeah,
Wally Moses and Zaquin Moses. You know what I'm saying?
Shakur has definitely been at a lot of his fights too. You see Shakur at the amateur events. and
Zaquin
stuff.
cold, bro.
Yeah, he nice. He definitely
is
nice.
cold.
That kid, you know, I see him, and I think that kid got something special. I'm curious. I think
He looked like Tank.
you know
man.
what?
It's
I
so
don't think
funny.
that's you know what I like.
that's
You know what I
what
like
everybody
about
said
him.
to the amateur.
I like that they're hiding him in the background. I like that they, you know what I'm saying? He's. I
They're
feel
not
like,
hiding him. He out now.
you know what I mean?
You see it at the press
They've been trying
conference.
to pump him for a little minute. That's why everybody
I,
act like they
you
hit
know what?
too
I
much.
like that they making him. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Shout out to my boy Adrian Benton. That's with TMT, and they gonna move. What's his name? Over Benton. Benton been Benton is 6-0, and they watch how fast they move this kid over Benton from out of Cincinnati. Floyd he don't know how to manage his fighters equally to the point where, like I said, Hitchison left. You got a lot of good fighters that leave because he don't know how to manage them, man. Like Floyd, this is his real first diamond in the rough. Floyd really don't discover talent as much. He try to act like he do, but he really don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you don't,
this is
he don't
his
discover
first.
as much as he accumulates talent. Like, you know, and some of that's not on him. Some talent want to come to him. They emulate. They want to be Floyd. Same way
Right.
kids want to be
That's what you
Michael.
got
Kids want to
A&Rs
be
for.
LeBron. They, you know what I mean? That's what they want to be. You know, I'm interested. I want to see if Floyd can create a Floyd or create a superstar. You know what I mean?
He already did.
Tank.
Who, Tank?
Yeah.
You giving him that?
You
I
giving
get
him
it.
that?
I get Broner that. I get Broner the one gave Floyd him.
No, we talking
you
about
always-
making
I'm
that
talking
superstar.
about
Oh,
Broner
make him
can't
like yeah,
make
yeah,
He
him
always
a
yeah,
give.
yeah.
He always
I
give
got you.
Broner.
Broner
Really?
can find him, but he can't make
Yeah,
him.
Floyd
Like,
yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
take a
Floyd do.
superstar.
you have to have that stamp
What
of
did Floyd?
approval.
What
Yeah,
did Floyd do
you're
to
right.
make Tank a star?
Give him a stamp.
He
and
gave
then-
him his
What, he stood
and
next
put
to
him on every
He gave him a
undercard.
verse. That's what he did. He J. Coled him. He gave him a verse.
He
That's what
put
the fuck
him in
did.
front of the people's face.
He gave him a verse. He's like, yo,
But-
I'm gonna walk around with you.
But you gotta
Fuck the Floyd.
Every
See,
day
that's
a
the
star is
that-
born.
no, that's
He gave him
50-50.
every day a
That's 50.
star
I'm
is
with you.
born
I'm with you. That's
Floyd
50-50.
was like,
That's
listen,
50-50.
Tank, I'm gonna be Floyd.
You can't
around
really
you.
just get out on Floyd because Floyd had a roster of TMT fighters that
Tank,
didn't.
We see
Tank
you
did something
smoke
beautiful.
sessions, sports
Tank ain't take
entertainment. I
none of
see your
Floyd's like
comments, bro.
Tank was like, well, I need to come over here and work with your trainers, Floyd. Tank, it was a mutually beneficial relationship, man. Tank didn't deviate from his plan. He just gonna go practice at Mayweather's gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like, oh, I'm fuck with you now, Floyd. Scrap everything I came with and go with everything that you had. And I commend Tank for doing that. He didn't be like, well, nah, I fuck with Floyd. I want Floyd trainers. I want Floyd chef. He's like, nah, I fuck with you still. But I'm going to do what keeps working. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
he had his coaching staff, but as far as promotion, Floyd definitely made that nigga a star, bro.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He put the stamp. That's why the
See,
hood fuck with him. The knockout.
But
He was the perfect
it was-
marketing.
Floyd was the perfect marketing. It was his knockouts, and
that's
it
what-
was a combination of
yeah.
both. Because Floyd, my thing is that Floyd had a couple other fighters that he couldn't do that with.
Well, it's also this. Vontae Davis got the Mike Tyson appeal to him. And
Yeah.
that sparked the casual. So everybody that like that high pitch knockouts, he's reminiscent of Mike Tyson. The
Yep.
way he taught, his knockouts, the way he built.
I care about
You know what I'm
this little
saying?
motherfucker throwing punches.
Huh? What he say?
He said nobody care about them little motherfucker throwing punches.
Silly. Let me touch on this real quick though. Flight. I seen a comment of yours yesterday.
I pissed some people off.
What'd you say?
I'm about to talk about it because I agree with her. Jamel came in.
Go ahead.
Jamal came in the locker room while his brother was, shadow boxing, getting ready, warming up, and he gave him a hug, and you can hear the announcer saying, "Oh man, they've been beefing. They actually brought that to the light. Like they ain't been, been on good terms." And and he hugged him
Before you walk out.
Before he walks out, right before, and I seen a comment that Flight said, man, let your brother have his moment. Let him have his shine. And
it's a time and a place for that.
It's a time and a place for that. And I agree because I didn't even look at it like that. And then I'm like, wow, she is definitely right because y'all could have did all that before the camera.
Before the camera started rolling.
No.
Facts.
I see it that way as well because I hate that. I hate that. If I'm your man, or everybody know I love these people to death. I'm going to let you shine. I have to know when it's time to fall back and be the role. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let your star shine. I hope that he was thinking it's going to be a motivational, a big moment. I felt like that's what he was trying I wanted it to do.
Gotcha.
I wanted it. But it came across as contrite. It came across as scripted. It came across as that. First off, I'm mad that your brother's getting his ass whipped and you smiling with your brand new veneers like, hey, look at me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You damn near have to stop me from getting in the ring. Like, your brother's out there getting punished. He looks scared and terrified. And you like...
And he taking photo. He got a picture with Bud too. Y'all see that picture?
No, I ain't seen that.
Him and Big Charlo, his girl, and Bud and East.
They ain't even friends. To see after that hug and that picture with Bud, so much for Thanksgiving dinner. So much for Thanksgiving dinner. No, you can't go to your uncle's house no more, goddamn it.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't. Nice. No, you can't go to your Thanksgiving dinner, man.
You made a great point too, but it makes me think about too. Do you think he had a perfect opportunity to try to promote the next fight where he should have gotten in the ring? You did that to my brother. Do that to
Jamal?
me. Yeah, Jamal. I thought Jamal. That would have been a perfect time to try to.
Who fight?
his
Plant.
feelings.
Big
brother. Big brother. Like
fight Canelo.
Canelo. You ain't gonna do me like that.
You know
I'm
what?
surprised he did.
You know what?
That's what I said. That would have like
Jumping up in the
Listen.
That would have been a
Let me
perfect.
tell you how
Let me
tell you how my mind works. Let me tell you how my first thing I was thinking in my mind, I was like, Canelo should have called Plant in the ring.
You said what?
Canelo should have called Plant in the ring.
What?
Yeah, just stand here next to me. That's how my mind works. We talking business, we gonna sell it, right? I'd have called Plant in the ring. And I just whispered in his ear and talked. Like, yo, laugh, joke, give me a pound, walk out. Laugh, joke, give me a pound, walk out.
He can't do that though when he
laugh, pound, give me a pound, walk out.
Like that'll make Plant look terrible.
Look crazy.
Like, yo, come here, man. Hey, yeah.
Nah,
all right, look, hey, laugh, look at them, and we're gonna walk out. All right, son, I'm out, God. Yeah. Like, all right, that's how, you know what I mean?
Right.
If I walk in and they got Julian on some bunch of niggas, I'm gonna give them a pound, talk so and so. Like, yo, point at them niggas. Don't worry about it. I got you, God. They go like, who the fuck was that? You know what I mean? So,
let me ask y'all something. What are y'all thoughts of these fighters? The black fighters. Some of them they doing it for the culture, and then they put up these type of
lose.
Oh, he said.
I
He's talking about Charlo said that.
I mean, bro,
it started with the Nate Robinson debacle. You heard me?
Nate
started with the Nate Robinson debacle. I'm doing this for the culture and go out there and get punished.
They're not expecting it. They're not expecting that. I think they're going in there with the.
I hate that shit, guys. Yo, I hate that shit, son. I swear to God, son.
I'm lying.
Yo, I'm a lion. Niggas is really putty cats. Niggas is kittens. Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
That's too much pressure when you putting the hood on.
Listen,
it.
I was reffing a basketball game Friday, and there was a bunch of Spanish brothers, cool brothers from the DR, and they was playing a bunch of brothers. And I was watching it like, not to lump all my Latin brothers together, like, oh, this is like the prelims of the fight. That's what I was thinking as I was reffing it, right? This is like the prelims of the fight. You know what I mean? They like, yeah, and the brothers like, we can't lose it. Come on. I'm like, yeah, all right, they whipping y'all motherfucking ass out here tomorrow. We doing it for the culture. All right, culture these, you heard?
Who y'all think?
Plant.
Canelo.
Who should fight?
Yeah, I
The
don't
winner
want
of
to talk.
Benavidez and Andre.
He don't want. Listen,
for the second fight.
that was a huge argument in here.
What about the third fight? Is that going to be now? If you think that they're going to say that last one for Bud?
No.
Bud or
I don't like my boy Bud going up no damn three-way.
Let me ask you something.
Canelo.
Because that was a huge argument in the room that I was in.
It's a risky fight.
That was a argument when I was in
people,
here.
though.
They wanted Canelo and Benavidez, but they was like, you only gonna get one or the other.
One or the other, him and Andre.
You gonna get Benavidez or Bud? You can't. I don't think they say you don't think you're
Oh,
gonna get both of them.
Benavidez.
That make more sense.
Benavidez be more.
They said because they was like,
I'm not sacrificing one of my heroes, man. For.
But at the same time, man, Bud, he can lose that fight, bro. You can't. It will take nothing away from his career.
No, it won't. But that's what I'm
Yes, the
saying.
fuck
We
it
still
would.
sacrificing our
What?
guy.
yes, the fuck it would.
How?
It would take something from. It wouldn't take nothing from his career, from the overall view of it. The overall view of Bud's career. It would take nothing from it, granted. But this fight elevated him. He exalted him to pound for pound, to so-and-so this, to so-and-so that. I'm going to give you a hip-hop example. Ever since everybody started saying Andre 3000 was one of the best, this motherfucker stopped rhyming. Ever since he was like, everybody kept starting saying, yo, he's one of the best. He's the illest. I'm done. Oh, that pressure got big now.
Yeah.
Because every time you got to really push that pin.
Yeah.
So it's easy to have one
That is
fire
so
verse at a
freaking
time.
true.
Yo, he killed that feature. He been waiting 3 fucking years. He been working 3 years in that 16 bars. It better be incredible. So I feel right
the
now.
last verse was on the Walk It Out remix.
Yeah,
Damn.
I feel right now where Bud is and how we hold him extend. He is now the face or the man of boxing. It's his moment. He is definitely the face of boxing.
King.
And a loss right now, as much as we built him up, we're taking right back. It'd be before our self-destruct.
Well, I
right?
don't know, because Canelo went up and lost. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody cares about these Robert.
And they still
diehard-
arguing if he the
Listen,
face of boxing.
Canelo's fans are as bad as soccer fans.
Yeah, well, let us be as bad, man, because Bud is that nigga, bro. If he go up 3-way divisions, let's act as ignorant as the Canelo fans.
We should. We should. But we're not.
So. Yeah.
But we're
Listen,
not. Like, that's the
listen,
problem. We should.
I'm
Listen,
gonna support him, but here's my thing. This is why I don't want to see it, me personally, because he's a dog and he's not going in there to lay down like Jamel. He's going to go out on his shield like Deontay Wilder did Tyson Fury. If he feels Canelo's power, he's going to try to up it up. Like, let's go. And he's going to go out on his shield. I think that's going to end in a knockout. I don't see a guy coming from 140, 147 up to 168 stopping Canelo.
But
I
hold
just
on, this
don't
the
see
thing,
that.
though.
That
But
guy's
check it out.
durable.
listen,
But if you look at the
Bud's
history
a great
of Bud,
athlete,
bruh.
man.
Go ahead.
Bud's a
No,
great
he's
athlete,
different.
and
He's
I
definitely
think.
different.
Listen,
Definitely
Bud's a great athlete. I think Bud handles that weight perfectly fine.
For sure.
168?
Yes. I think Bud handles that weight fine. I think the only thing will be Canelo's power because he's comfortable, but I don't think Bud's uncomfortable at 168. He walk around 180.
My thing is, I'm
No.
not so sure.
It's
Even though
not
he's
gonna-
a dog,
it's not
bro.
gonna hurt
Hold on,
a
check it out. Even
a
though he's a
durable
dog,
dude, man.
even though he's a dog, niggas keep forgetting that he can fight the post-style fight, bro. He don't have to train. He don't have to.
I get
know
that,
what I'm
but
saying?
my thing is, you got a big guy at 168 that stalk you, that knows how to hit the body, that knows how to throw that left hook when you trying to pivot out. He knows how to do that. So yes, I think Crawford will put up a way better fight than Jamel. But I don't, man. Look,
Let
I'm
me
telling
ask you
you
this.
right now.
Let me keep it like
Charlo,
this.
Hold on, before you even go. The two things that's scary to me is the chin of Canelo's and the strength of Canelo. Those two things right there. Give me that. If you get anybody come up in the way,
We get more
2
into who we
to
think
3.
gonna win.
You-
though,
you-
as
no, no,
opposed
no,
to
yeah, I
do
got
we
you.
want
Nah.
to see the fight?
Listen,
Like,
listen.
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
No,
I
I agree. I give a fuck about his
Still a
chin.
big
I
fight.
think Bud.
Yeah.
I think Bud is smart enough. Just to respond to that specifically before I say what I'm saying. I think Bud is smart enough to realize I can't knock him out. I could beat him up. But now, looking at what we saw last night from Canelo, what we saw last night from Canelo, that exact performance. If he had that performance against Bud, he wins.
Nope.
Look at that face mark. Fucking no. That exact same performance he had against Charlo.
Nope.
He has that performance against Bud. He
Bud
doesn't
beat
win.
him.
He gets beat up bad.
See,
gets beat
Flight,
up. Benavidez beat him too,
Flight, stop
bruh.
texting him. She just made $2 million. I should pay attention. That's what she smiled. I'm serious. She just made $2 million in that text. I was looking like, oh shit. Let me hold $1. Anyway, but yo, real shit. Like that exact same plodding performance. I'm gonna throw the hook, keep him in front of me. That fight right there beats Bud. That performance, you take that
hold on,
performance.
because what we're not doing, is seeing how Crawford gonna react to a punch. Because if I can hit you one time and not throw how many punches and I hurt you, you're not gonna throw that many punches. You're gonna be on survival mode.
Let me ask you this: was there any good takeaways from Jamel's performance that you think Bud could capitalize on?
I can tell you what.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what.
Let me tell you what Bud could use from Charlo. It's easy. Charlo got there on time.
Yeah. Charlo had a great locker room.
Yeah.
That's what he could use. You know what I mean? He knew what stairs to use to get to the ring.
All right, nothing in the ring, though.
He had a great car service.
Yeah.
He had a couple of friends and family there. Had a great skybox. The outfit was fire.
Right.
The Charlo state, they did drip is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's about it. You know what I mean? How to shock everybody? How to have a post-fight press conference, a post-fight interview, and distract from your performance. I fucked up and performed horrible. Fuck it. I want to fight a moving train. That's why I looked at it. That's what he said. I want to fight Bud. That's what he can learn from it. There's nothing Charlo. I would show any of my fighters at the Charlo fight and say, yo, use this against Canelo. I mean, what you going to say? There's a couple of flurries right here, but we know Canelo's easy to hit.
Yeah. But check it out, bro. Everything Canelo was throwing wasn't landing. I saw Charlo keep his guard up. He was catching a lot of them shots. And if you notice late, he started slipping that left hook. And he threw that one counter that left. I was like, oh, if that bitch land, nigga, Canelo might have went to sleep.
He would have ate it, but he would have hit him.
But that motherfucking left that he threw, nigga.
Yes, I know exactly what you. I know exactly.
I seen it
we
too.
all listen. We all was like, oh, yeah, everybody remembers that punch.
Bro,
what a great miss.
But
you know what that was?
That was
a long ass foul ball.
Yeah.
Damn, that would have been a 3-run home run. But it went foul.
But what he did,
then you
wasn't
strike out.
throwing back, though. Like, the thing is that what he was doing, he was catching, but he wasn't throwing back. That's what I'm saying. Like, there was things for Bud to capitalize on it. Bud could catch the punch and slip.
And Bud is a great counter puncher.
Exactly.
So that's another thing. He's a great counter puncher.
And stay off the fucking ropes, bro. I said that from the beginning.
He's going to counter punch or come forward as Canelo.
I'm big on science, man.
I'm not an anti-Saul guy. I'm not an anti-Alvarez guy. I don't want to just come across. I'm not an anti-guy.
Motherfucking neck big as hell. It ain't even his chin. This is his neck.
I'm not an anti-guy. I don't want people to think, oh my goodness. I just think in this instance, Bud is a superior fighter.
I believe it.
You know what I mean? I don't care about his fucking soccer fans.
So you didn't have Jamel having a chance to win this fight at all?
We discussed this. Remember we discussed it last time. I said no. Listen. Is it the moral victory that you didn't knock me out, Joe?
No.
Is that the moral victory? You didn't knock me out, Joe?
Yeah.
Is that the moral victory?
You can have the attributes to be the fighter and don't have the mentality.
He went 12 rounds.
The mentality don't match with your attributes. You're gonna lose. You can be better than the fighter that night and still lose.
Great statement.
To that fighter.
Great statement. That's actual. That was a ball. That was a gem. That was a great statement. Mm-hmm. But the reality of it is, you went 12 rounds with Canelo in a fight that people thought you was gonna get knocked out in. You went 12 rounds, and yet your stock still plummeted.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You went the distance with what we expected you to get. You see, everybody was like, what you round? You say 7?
11.
Well, she's bucking. I said 7 between 9. Everyone, and you went and survived, and yet your stock still plummeted.
That heart, that show you how far that heart go. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying about Bud. Like, if Bud loses Canelo and shows more heart, that dog, bro, we're still going to
show him. He definitely going to show.
We know that.
If Bud loses Canelo, we're going to ask for another one. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Bud loses Canelo, we're going to be like, yo, we got to see that shit again, son. We got to see that shit again. That's how good it's going to be. You know? If Bud loses that, we're going to see it again. I hope Charlo saves his money.
At one point, we wanted to see Spence versus Canelo. How do y'all feel about?
I never wanted to see that because I always had Canelo winning that.
A lot of people wanted to see that. So you said you never.
I'll watch it. I didn't want to see it, but I still watch it.
How do you feel it would have played out though?
Why not?
Just strong, man.
I think he would have looked better than he did against Bud.
Who? Earl?
This nigga like Earl.
He might have showed something because Canelo don't move his feet. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo is stocking, he right there. So it's just like I said, it's just you got to be able, like I said, to counter have great time and counter Canelo, push him back. One thing Jamel didn't do is just go after the boogeyman, man. Go into the pocket and try to push him back. Yeah. Try. I
You
ain't
know what?
saying that you can, but we want to at least see if we got Willie Monroe, who is not even known to be a puncher. That's my guy. Shout out to Willie. He was pushing Triple G back for 2 rounds, for God's sake.
Shit, Kell Brook was pushing Triple G back a little bit.
You know what I'm
Kell Brook
saying?
hurt Triple G.
Right. And
You know
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is try. Give us something that we can say, okay, man, this dude, I
We can
didn't
hang
see
our
that
hat
with
on. He
Jamel.
left nothing. He left nothing for us to be proud of as the culture. The culture's
They
in
don't shout
shame
us
right
out
now.
After that performance, nigga, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
We ain't got.
He said we ain't got nothing to do with it.
He left us nothing to be proud of.
on that.
Well, our brothers is dropping like flies in the ring. I know that.
He left us nothing to be proud of.
Man,
He said that.
it was a rough weekend.
It
He
was
said that. Our brothers dropping like
It was a
flies.
rough
No, I'm
weekend.
just saying,
I'm
I
about to
did.
say, nigga, try to get into some real talk after he got his ass whooped. Like, well, we need to concentrate on these niggas in the streets dying.
That's what they said. You know what happens? They find God, right?
Right.
Yo, I went to prison, son.
But
Nah, it's Shabbat. Like,
how-
what?
now here's the thing. How much do y'all think Jamel made? Now some people try to say he was
look
for
it
5. I said no. Everybody that fought Canelo is 10 and over.
Yeah, he probably made a good.
Think
You
he
know he
made
made a
10?
good number.
With an undisputed, he had undisputed coming up from 154. Yeah, he made some money. I know he made over 10.
I heard it was 30 million if he win though. Like if he won, it was like 30 million.
Why would the purse change if he won? Maybe in a rematch.
That's what somebody texted me and told
hell
me
no,
before.
bro. The
We gotta-
purse is
I gotta
set.
check that out.
Canelo got the biggest bag, and he said he liked what PBC do. But here's the interesting thing before we even close out. Terrence Crawford is not with PBC, right? PBC got a 3-fight deal with Canelo, right? If Crawford is gonna fight Earl in this rematch, I don't see him getting that Canelo fight until after that PBC 3-fight deal is out the way. Because I don't see Al Heyman throwing him no bone and say, oh, Canelo, you can fight this free agent, Terrence Crawford.
Right.
It ain't happening.
Hey, I told y'all Flight made some money. I told y'all.
Indian,
Hey, that's the
Indian
throwback.
penny.
I told y'all. She gave
Man,
me some shit.
I made my own currency, man, with our the
told
Gloves
y'all
Up
she
Guns
made
Down
some money.
League, man.
Oh, you got flight crypto.
Hey, I got that crypto, man. It
That's
had
it, man.
value too, man. Niggas
Yeah.
was- you know, you
I'm
purchase.
about to give me some shares, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm saying, give me some tokens.
It went well. People were saving it. It became actual. It did. It did. Listen, the free agent. Is he gonna sign?
Oh, no, he ain't signing the PBC. He don't trust him.
You don't trust him?
He only got like 2 more fights.
You don't
and he
think
probably
no-
done
you don't think
anyway.
nobody-
Yeah, he
It's
gonna.
over. It's
I
at the
think
end
he
of
gonna
the
fight. If him and Earl gonna fight again, that's gonna be it. And then if he
If
can,
it's Earl, he got
if
3
he
fights.
can fight
If it's
another
Earl, he fight at
Jerma-
least 3 fights.
Yeah, he gonna fight. If he fight Jermail after this or Tim, whoever at 154, I still think that's that's in the
said
talks too.
Jermell.
Can he
off the
wait
head.
out?
I
Can he
truly
wait out?
believe that.
Can he
He
wait
don't
out
want that
Canelo? Can he wait out Canelo's 3 fights?
Can he wait out?
Can
Who,
Bud?
Bud?
Yeah, can
Nah.
Bud take 2 more fights? Like Canelo
could.
fight his 2 fights and so and so.
But-
And is Saul's people trying to age Bud a little bit? Like, yeah, let's wait a couple of years. You know, he's a little. He's
He
getting a
can
little
probably
long in the tooth.
now Canelo can probably here's the thing. Canelo can probably he got a little bit of authority where he can tell Al Heyman, hey, give me Bud. Like I can take Bud on this 3rd fight, but I think Al Heyman is more obligated to his fighter, so it ain't gonna be. I don't see him giving him Crawford when he said, nah, I got David, Demetrius, I got these guys. These is guys who I work for, you know what I mean, to work for me. So he's more obligated to those fighters than bringing Crawford in the mix of this 3-fight deal. You get what I'm saying? He's not going to do that.
Who'd you say he don't want one fight?
Say that again.
You said you don't think he won what fight?
I don't even think that Bud wanted that fight with
Jamel?
Charlo no more.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what he
said
tweeted.
that,
That's
but
what I'm
I
about to
honestly
say.
believe it
Let
because
me-
it does nothing for him.
Let me
now.
tell let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it does.
Why it does?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Undisputed is on the line.
He don't have it no more, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't have the other.
No.
Oh man, because he was still saying Undisputed yesterday.
Yeah.
He did lose it
Yeah,
with
he
Tim.
lost
Dang, I
to
forgot about
Yeah.
that. He
That's
just
what
got
Bud
3
was like,
belts.
I don't want that
But
fight no
see,
more. You know
but
what I'm
see,
saying?
if,
No, I
he-
don't.
if Bud fight him and then Tim, that's still 2 fights while he waiting on Canelo. That's Undisputed right there. You got Jermail and Tim.
Who y'all want Charlo to fight?
What Charlo?
Jamel.
Fight each other.
That's what I'm talking about. Jermail still.
Fight
I'm
each
still-
other. Go fight each other in the backyard. Nobody cares about them motherfuckers.
Tim and no. Tim,
cookout
Jamel, he gonna probably regain, be a 2-time undisputed. He could be 2-time undisputed by fighting Tim again.
You're right.
He don't be acting like he want that fight, bro. I never heard him say definitively that he want to fight Tim Tszyu. It's always like he curved the question somehow.
I'm fighting whoever, I get with my team. That's when they don't want to say a name. Whoever my team come up with, that's who I want, or so and so this. I agree. You got to go get that fight. You got to go get that belt.
Go get Tim.
You got to go
nigga,
get
why
it.
are we even here with Canelo, bro? That should have been the fight anyway with him and Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, I mean, but I get it because I think he deserved a big fight. Tim's fight wasn't gonna be as big as Canelo.
Nah.
Jamel been having all these fights where he's been winning good fights, but they haven't been mega fights, and I think he needed to be rewarded that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think he did deserve a Canelo fight, in my opinion. You're undisputed, and then you ain't got nothing else. What else to do after you become undisputed? Like, what else out there? A Sebastian Fedor.
You know what's crazy? I agree with what you said.
He deserved it.
And I used this argument. I meant to tell you that I probably should have hit in the text. That once you become the undisputed, sometimes you should drop the belts.
Yeah,
because why could someone follow up your history with no work? You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
I agree with that. I think you'd be like, nah, you can fight for 1 or 2 because it's somebody letting this person do the work. You know what I mean? If I come after you shot the room up and I come to empty everybody's pockets, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Great job. Hey, don't lay everything down. I'm in here just checking pockets, taking change. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I kind of agree with that. And I used that argument. I sampled his work. You know what I mean? I give him credit for sampling his beat. In the room I was in yesterday while I was discussing the fight. Like, you know what? It's almost a cheat code now. You know what I mean? I think my brethren is right. Like, you got to drop these. I did it and fuck them. You know what I mean? I got the commemorative one and hanging up in the house. Mm-hmm. I do agree with that, man.
In this generation, I'm big on not defending undisputed as much. When, like you said, I don't. Canelo defending it in Devin
they gonna
was
wrestle with the triple double.
It's different, but yeah, I'm not. If I'm just like I didn't earn 4 belts, and you telling me somebody that come out of nowhere ain't even got 1 can fight for all 4? Nah. And especially you ain't coming off no big wins.
Yo, wouldn't that be an interesting?
Nah.
How about that? Before
nah.
I know we're gonna go hang up, and here's my sidetrack in time because Flight's nudging me. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing?
What?
I'm gonna fight you a 4-fight deal, each belt individually.
No.
Do you think that would be something? You don't think that would be a thing? Like I can fight you, I'm gonna fight you now for the WBA, fight you next week for, you know what I mean?
Nah.
I said next week.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No,
Nigga, fuck out here for every week at school. Fuck out here. I fight you Friday. I ain't get suspended.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see you. I got a game on Thursday. So
I think it'll make it interesting.
interested. Would that be an interesting thing? I mean, as a promoter to create a trilogy, like yo, you can't fight it. You know what? You want to fight me? You can fight me for 2. Yeah, you can fight. Pick the 2 you want. You want to fight for these 2?
It's just like
and if you perform well enough, we'll run it back. Yeah. That's a 2-fight deal. We'll run it back.
It's just like in sparring when somebody can get off on you and you just have one of them bad days and then you come back and it'd be a whole different story.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that is interesting, but I think it'll cost more than it will make.
Yeah.
It's different. I've never heard nobody bring that.
One more question,
just make
man.
1 champion per division.
One more question, man. Where we going with Shakur?
Okay, all right.
What we doing with Shakur, Alex? What we doing, show, Mark?
Shakur?
What we doing with Shakur? What's going on?
He got a fight coming up, man.
With
He
who?
got Edwin.
With Edwards?
Yes.
How Frank Martin feel right now? Hey,
We don't know
he feel
yet.
like he fucked up the bag.
He feeling good. He feeling
He's gonna
relieved.
get a bigger payday to fight somebody who's not as tough as Shakur.
That nigga relieved.
He
He
relieved.
avoided the ass whooping.
He
But
avoided the ass
he
whooping.
didn't have a good performance in his last one.
So
He
what?
did.
So
What
the best bet was
again,
not to
those
fight
are the
us.
So let me ask you
ingredients
now.
for sacrifice.
So let me ask you now. Is he? Oh, so he getting the bigger bag for this fight?
No,
Who?
I'm not talking about Shakur. I'm
Joe,
talking
we
about
talking
Frank Martin.
Yes, I'm saying. I know Martin avoided the smoke.
Right.
Martin was like, "Oh, the house is burning down. I'm not going in. Fuck smoke." He went to the non-smoking section. He's definitely in the non-smoking section right now.
Hell yeah. Anytime
so
a nigga
that
start talking
being
about
said-
that millionaire tax, bro, you
that-
didn't want to fight. Like,
that
you
being
start
said-
breaking down how $1 million gets taxed.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, why? No, it's you got paid $1 million. That's gonna happen to all the money you make over $1 million.
I made $5 yesterday. FICA was at my door. Like, yo, you know what it is? Let me ask you that. So, now that he's what you gonna get making this next fight? What, about 300 grand? About this average?
Who?
250 is
Frank?
his highest he's ever made.
Frank?
What's he made? 250.
250 is the highest.
So
he's
what?
ever
So
made.
what? So now
Who was that
his
again?
price went up,
Garcia,
right?
Or what's his name?
So his price right? Because the mentioning in the breath with Shakur, your price went up, right? So
That could be the case.
Yeah,
That could be the
the
case.
price went up. Like, hey, I could afford. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna bring some of that residual fans to the door.
Right.
You
Got
know what I mean? So what do you got? What do you got? 300 grand?
Nah.
He said,
What do you got? 300 grand now? 400
It
grand?
depends on who he's fighting, though.
What are you telling him as his friend?
that was a title fight.
What do you tell him? What do you tell him now? He like, yeah, you ain't take that $1 million now, but I got 400 now. You his
No.
man. What you telling him?
I'm telling them you getting a pay-per-view fight with Tank.
That's what you tell him.
That's what I'm telling. Listen,
Keep praying on the pay-per-view fight with Tank.
No. I'm just telling you getting a
Tank might go
pay-per-view
to
fight
jail
with Tank
tomorrow.
because he's the sacrifice lamb. You're not going to beat Tank. So I'm the same thing with Leah Santa Cruz. He ducked Gary Russell. They didn't. They could have made that Gary Russell fight, but who was they saving Leah Santa Cruz for?
Right, I agree.
For him to die in a ring with
Do you get
Tank.
where I'm going? Like,
So-
do you get
so
where I'm
you
going?
think that's
though?
what they doing now?
Do you get where I'm going? They set up certain fighters, and Tank will be a accomplished fighter. So Leah Santa Cruz wasn't no pushover, but he was definitely there to
don't
be
get
fed.
technical,
So
Who
what
you
we
think
gonna
is
do is we gonna say, oh, we gonna go to war, right? Everybody get the gun, but you carry the flag.
I don't know if we don't get a Tank fight. That's my thing. Rolly, I don't think he go up in 140 to get a Rolly
he ain't
fight.
going to
No,
140.
so I don't. It's
That's who I
I
want
don't
to
know.
see. You
Frank
asked me who I
Martin.
want to see Ryan
But-
fight rolling.
Ryan
Frank
fight,
Martin,
but
Frank Martin blew,
turned that fight down. So
Frank
that's why I said
Martin
it
blew
makes it really
$600,000.
hard.
Yeah.
He blew about $600,000, $500,000.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take him 3 fights to get that. To get what he lost. What he lost, not what he's gonna make.
We
He's
hope
gonna
Al
take-
got a better
Did
plan.
y'all
Al
watch
ain't
that
got no
interview
plan.
with the two
You know what
girls
Al said?
with
Al
Frank
said,
Martin? That
Al
was
said,
a
I got
terrible
you,
interview.
Frankie. Al said, I got you, Frankie. Don't worry about it, baby. I got you, big baby. Come on, don't worry about it, man. He smooth talk this nigga like, come on, man. You ain't gotta do that shit. I'm gonna get you some of these. You gonna get some of that. You gonna get the same money. You gonna have 3 training camps worth of work. You could have went and got that. And that one, you know, with that performance at Shakur, he could have had a solid performance, and then elevated and stopped. Could have been like, yeah, I
I
did
got you,
good.
bro.
Let me
Very
get back
good, man.
together. Let me get back together, and I'm gonna double back. It was what it was, man. I'm curious. You know what I mean? We'll see what happened. Which I think Devin Haney was near talking about in the background.
Hold on. We got to wrap this up.
Gotta wrap
We
it up.
got
We gotta wrap it up.
Fuck
I
Devin
gotta
Haney
go.
too.
He's about to go.
About to go in.
Well, why we at it?
I'm gonna talk my shit about Devin Haney. I'm gonna talk
Devin
my
was
shit about
blamed.
Devin Haney.
But y'all, we had a good one. We about to get up out of
Fuck
here,
Devin
man.
Gotta roll.
Fuck Devin Haney.
Appreciate it.
Good show. Y'all already
Absolutely.
know. Canelo is the king. You know what I'm saying?
Is he?
And he's
For
still
how long?
He's still a face.
Till he
man.
hop in there with Bud.
He's
then
the
he
face.
he
Now,
gonna be dethroned.
don't be bringing my man up no 3 weight classes, man. Canelo
He
the
believe
king. That's
Crawford
all I'm
can
gonna
do
say.
everything.
Canelo is the king right now, bro.
He's
It's
the
the
king.
only- it's the only
Bud's
fight
not
for
the
Bud.
king.
No. Canelo's the face.
Who's the pound for pound? Though?
No, what you mean?
All right.
Oh yeah, no. Crawford is a pound for pound.
All right.
But
So
when it comes
Canelo's
to
the
when it
face.
comes to the finances, I don't change it because I said Floyd was the financial king too. But yeah, Canelo was the one giving them $12 and $15 million paydays.
Here y'all go again.
Yeah, it's the only fight for
Yo,
Bud.
too much.
Right.
Too much.
Are you ready? We're doing it.
All right, we out. We out, y'all. I'm gonna click this
Only
finish.
fight for
Peace
Bud,
out.
man.
Right.
See y'all next week.
Peace.
Birth control.